Tip of the cap to them.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for two. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers going to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious. White with a pick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no go.
And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run forward with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yeah, Green Bay football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Powering his way forward. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Allen. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bills continue to pour it on. Allen will try to throw for it, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there. Rodgers to Cobb. And even 40 yards. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley, 33 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put it. Got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. On the move to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. And
the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Steps away. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Rodgers on the return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Rolling to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Rodgers to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He hits Adams complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.